So the new Samsung Galaxy Buds Live and the Galaxy Buds Plus are both Samsung's newest pairs of earbuds. They both came out in 2020 within a couple months of each other. And being that the price difference is only $20, this left a lot of people wondering what the differences were in which pair they should end up getting. So in this video, I actually want to break down all of the differences, the ins and outs of each of these pair of earbuds to help you decide which one's the right pair for you. And I will admit that once I kind of tested these out, I had an opinion on them, and then I read a couple other reviews and found that a lot of people were in disagreement about these earbuds. So I figured out, I think, who is going to like which pair better based on the type of music you listen to and the lifestyle you live, and I'll explain that later on in the video. But first of all, let's back it up a little bit and start off with the physical aspects of these earbuds. So the Galaxy Buds Live, as I talked about in my previous video, are shaped like beans. So for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to call these the Galaxy Beans. That's probably what they should have been called anyway. So as far as aesthetics go, I would say the Beans, I think, look better. They fit a little tighter to your ear, they have a smaller profile, and they could be a little bit more subtle. Of course, Samsung made them all very shiny, all three colors of them, so they're going to be a little bit more of an accessory, but regardless, the small design, I think, looks a lot better. Now, of course, I still think the Galaxy Buds Plus look pretty decent. They are earbuds, they're going to stick out a little bit farther, and the white ones look a little bit like cotton balls in your ear, but other than that, I would say neither of them are as bad as like an AirPods 1 giant stem. Just a personal preference though, some people disagree with me. Now, as far as comfort goes, this is where I start to give the advantage to the Galaxy Buds Live, or the Galaxy Beans, because these are, they feel like they're really light, they don't have anything that sticks in your ear that far, and they kind of just gently rest in my ear. Now, of course, everybody's ears are different, so for some people, they might say that the Galaxy Buds Plus are more likely to fit just because they have 3 different wingtips and different silicone ear tips. So because of the wingtips, it might be better for some ears, but I would say for the majority of people, I've been hearing a lot of people say the Galaxy Buds Live seem to fit better. Now, if you are going to be doing something like working out, however, while the Buds Live are still very comfortable, I find that there is a possibility that when you're moving, the bud might move very slightly. It won't fall out of your ear necessarily, but even just the slightest movements can really distort your audio, and suddenly you lose almost all of your bass, for example. So for more dynamic workouts, I would probably recommend the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, an unsung advantage of the Galaxy Beans is that I would say they're more hygienic. So because they don't have a silicone tip that really goes deep in your ears, and they don't have a deep case either, they're more likely to be cleaner, less earwax on them, and of course, they're also easier to clean out being a nice shallow case there. So I mean, personally, I'm somebody that likes to have really clean earbuds, and that's a pretty big advantage for me. When wearing these earbuds, they both have touch controls, and the touch controls definitely differ between these two earbuds. So I found that the Galaxy Buds Plus have extremely sensitive touch controls, but a really obvious spot of where that should be. It's like the big shiny pad on the outside. So I got used to that, and I have no problem using them. But if you are adjusting your earbuds, there is a chance that you might have an accidental touch. Now, the Galaxy Beans, on the other hand, they're a little bit less sensitive, so you have to kind of tap more deliberately, and they seem to not really mind if you adjust the earbuds, but because of that, sometimes I want to pause a song, and it doesn't always register that. So just a really subtle difference there. Of course, once you start wearing them, I'm sure you'd get used to either one of them, but it's something to be mindful of. Now, when it comes to battery life, the Galaxy Buds Plus are easier to explain. They're just 11 hours with the earbuds and 22 hours total with the case. So the battery on the Buds Plus is definitely longer in general, but I don't think most people wear their earbuds for 11 hours straight without ever putting them in the case. So the case battery definitely matters. And with the Galaxy Beans right here, the case battery is longer if you are using no active noise cancellation and no Bixby summoning. So 8 hours with the earbuds, 29 total hours. So that's a really long battery life. Again, if you're not using active noise cancellation and if you're not summoning Bixby. If you're doing both of those, it's reduced a little bit. So from 8 hours, it goes down to like 5 or 5.5 hours. So both of these do have triple mics. So let's get into an audio test and see which one sounds better when you're on a phone call. And this is the Galaxy Buds Plus, and something to note is that they're using, because they have silicone ear tips that really block off the sound around me, they're using a transparency mode so I can hear my surroundings through that. But otherwise, I feel like I'm talking a little bit louder with these earbuds. And now these are the Samsung Galaxy Buds Live, so comment down below. Let me know which pair you could hear better, or if they sound the same when we're in an indoor environment. Okay, so we're outside, and this is what the Galaxy Buds... All right, so we're outside. This is what the Galaxy Buds Plus sounds like. And I mean, there's somebody mowing their lawn over there. There's some cars behind me. So comment down below. Let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. And now these are the Galaxy Buds Live. Again, in the same situation, lots of cars behind me. Someone is mowing their lawn. It's not over there. It's somewhere else. But again, comment and let me know if you guys can hear what I'm saying. Between these two earbuds, which one do you think sounds better, or do they both sound the same? Now, when it comes to audio quality, these two have a very big fundamental difference, being the overall design of them. So the Galaxy Beans are an open ear design, and the Buds Plus have the sealed ear design, which gives you passive noise blocking. So passive noise blocking on the Buds Plus here, but no active noise cancellation. And then just the opposite on the Galaxy Beans here, they have active noise cancellation, but they don't have any passive noise blocking. So that's why I was saying before, I probably would have given the Buds Plus the sealed ear design and active noise cancellation. I think that would be more useful for a lot of people, because the active noise cancellation, from my experience, it doesn't really do that much. It kind of takes the edge off of, like I said in the previous video, maybe your refrigerator or your air conditioning unit, but it's not going to do much if you're flying on, a jet. So while editing this video, I realized there was something else I wanted to add when talking about the active noise cancellation and the passive noise blocking of these earbuds. So I just want to go through a quick test here, something I've done before. It's not a perfect test, of course, but it's just going to illustrate a little bit of the relative magnitude of what kind of sounds you're going to be blocking out. So I'm just going to play some basic white noise, some airplane sounds on my laptop at different volumes and see where I can hear them with each of these earbuds. So I want to start off with the Galaxy Beans with active noise cancellation off. And so with active noise cancellation off, I can hear this sound at volume maybe 4 or 5. Now with active noise cancellation on, I can't hear it until maybe like volume 7 or 6, so it really doesn't make a huge difference for most sounds. And keep in mind, this is definitely more on the bassier side of sounds, but in general, it just doesn't block that much out. And now with the Galaxy Buds Live, again, no active noise cancellation, just the passive noise blocking. I can turn it up to volume 16 before I actually hear anything. So just to kind of elaborate on that, the Galaxy Buds Plus block out more sounds in general. If you're trying to have a quieter environment when you're working or on a plane, the Galaxy Buds Plus are going to do a better job of that. But where the Galaxy Buds Live really start to shine is that you can hear your surroundings, but also cut out like the subtle things that might be annoying. So like your air conditioning unit, like I said before, you could cut that out and you can still hear when people talk. But what they showed in their ads, where it's like you're on a train and it's totally silent, but you can hear the announcement, I mean, that's just a little bit of an exaggeration. On top of that, I should also mention that if you're interested in hearing your surroundings and you have the Galaxy Buds Plus, they do have transparency mode, and they have several different levels of that, so you can choose how much of your surroundings you want to let in. As far as codecs go, they both have AAC, but you have Samsung's scalable codec on the Buds Live here, so just a small difference right there. And as far as the music listening experience goes, after testing these, and I really made up my mind pretty quickly which one I liked better, and then I went out and talked to some other people, I looked at some other reviews, and a lot of people were in disagreement with which pair was better. And it really confused me, and I mean, I know which pair I think should be better, but then I realized it depends on the volume of music you're listening to and the type of music you're listening to as well. So to break down which pair would be better for you, I'm going to first explain the difference in the audio quality in general. So the Galaxy Buds Plus are a lot fuller, a lot more powerful, and I personally think the overall sound is better, especially if you're somebody listening to bigger jams, if you want to listen to EDM, harder rock, or really almost any kind of music. I think it sounds better, with the exception of the more casual acoustic jams at lower volumes. So the Galaxy Beans, from my testing, have significantly lower clarity, which was a big problem that I had. They were also way less powerful when you turn the volume up. The lack of isolation meant I could hear a lot of my surroundings and it was distracting. And the sound can also be impaired if they get moved even slightly. So it's something that, again, I was saying that before, if you're doing more dynamic workouts, the Galaxy Beans might not be the best choice for you. But the advantage that they have is the really smooth, subtle bass line. So it's able to hit really nice low frequencies, some really subsonic ones, but it's not going to be some head-shaking bass. It's going to be a real subtle bass that's not overpowering, which is exactly what you're looking for if you're listening to some coffee shop tunes like some acoustic Ed Sheeran at like 45% volume. So big jams, loud volume, Galaxy Buds Plus. Small, kind of tunes that are more laid back, and if you're listening to a lower volume, the Galaxy Buds Live might be a better pick for you. So that's just my own personal preference there. That's how I would explain them, but of course, it depends on your ear shape, it depends on your preference, your music type. A lot of variables go into that, but that's the objective analysis that I can give right now. Now, as far as features go, they both have a lot of the same features. The Find My Buds feature, a lot of stuff like that that's in the app, as you can see right here, but the actual differences are few and far between. So we have Samsung Bixby is more accessible on the Buds Live, so all you have to do is say the magic words and you can summon it, whereas you can still get Samsung Bixby on the Buds Plus, but you have to tap and hold to summon that. Now, there is also seamless transition, which is a cool thing that they added to the Buds Live. You can switch between different Samsung devices or different accounts, different devices signed into the same Samsung account, where the Buds Plus don't have that. But something cool in the Buds Plus, or actually two things cool in the Buds Plus. One is the transparency mode, which obviously you don't need with the Buds Live being the open ear design. But if you want to hear things louder than they actually are, you can go into like a hearing aid mode and really change the level of the transparency mode and choose how much of your world around you want to hear through the Buds Plus. Now, the other really cool thing they have is also in labs, and that is the ability to use the accelerometer on board as an extra control for volume. So if you just double tap the top of the earbud, not on the touchpad, you'll find that you can change the volume with these, and I think it's a really cool feature to have. So guys, the overall price is $170 for the Galaxy Beans, $150 for the Galaxy Buds Plus. So which one do I recommend? I mean, it's really tricky. I would say in general, a lot of people would be happy with either one of them. They're both, decent pair of earbuds. But I would say if I was gonna make just a blanket recommendation, I would say more people would probably be more happy with the Galaxy Buds Plus. Now, if you are, like I said, somebody who's listening to more laid back acoustic, coffee house type music, then the Galaxy Buds Live are gonna sound really good. They're also really comfortable and they're really lightweight. So the Galaxy Buds Live are definitely a great pick, don't get me wrong, but for me personally, I would probably prefer, just very slightly, I would prefer the Galaxy Buds Plus. So guys, that's what I have to say between the two of these. Comment down below. Let me know which one you like better and why. If you've tried these out, let me know what your thoughts are. I want to hear it from you guys. If you liked the video, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.